Panthers and the 49ers, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, it's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Wilson's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 89 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now Wilson. Open here, Adam Thielen. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that would be incomplete. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Caught. It's Wilson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. Flush to his right. That is caught by Thielen. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Wilson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Here's Wilson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on. 37
yards on the punt with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball. All right, when guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people go, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. Now Wilson over the middle, complete. It's Sherman. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards. Brings up fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They begin with a run by Barkley. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Panthers at 3-1 here through the first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. On first down, Lawrence. He gets this to Devontae Adams. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 4 catches, 69 yards. And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated. Salivated. Yes. Stretched. Dreamed. Going against the last team in the league against the pass. Yeah. He expects to catch every one thrown today. You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter. And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Lawrence. Hard throw, incomplete. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And partner, I know so far we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive. Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was. And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants. And no matter what's done throughout a ball game,
It always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A nothing lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He dumps it off to Barkley. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
Lawrence. He finds Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. And he fends him off. Call it a loss of 14 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. Here's the option going left on second down. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this up to midfield. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. There's Chris Olave. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. For the short yardage, trying to pick up first downs. That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't it?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Barkley. Nifty move. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Play action. It's Lawrence. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Wilson's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, Wilson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's A.J. Cole now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the 1st quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the 2nd quarter. Miles Sanders accounting for the lone scoring thus far as he's cashed in with a touchdown run. From there, let's head off and check out a 2nd game. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Kenny Galladay.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He completes it to Wilson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 13.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Wilson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Here's Wilson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped him for no gain.
Gano's kick is good, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Osborne gets around him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A handoff, Barkley running left. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Olave over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. But following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
McPherson's kick is good, and the lead stretches 16-3 now. So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you expressed yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you say, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, it makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And that is Goddard, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This one from 35 yards away. Gano's kick is good, and the lead is down to 10 now at 16-6. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And no return here for Wright. It'll be a touchback. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there.
He's got a man complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. It's caught here by Adams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Lawrence. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete.
Illegal touching. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. It's a throw again as Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 10. Wilson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. As San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Wilson getting right back to it after the pick 6. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And connecting quickly with Goddard. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that run.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 2nd and very short. Wilson over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One last shot for Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Carolina, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Niners, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.